Hello, Stampers. Kelly Atchison at astampabove.com coming to you live from Menasha, Wisconsin. What a beautiful day we've had here today. I see so many of you in here waiting, liking, sharing, reporting on your weekend events, which of course I always love to hear about. We've got, let's see, Margene, usually from Wyoming. It is 69 degrees in Logan, Utah, where she is vacationing and attending two grandsons' graduations. Woo! Congratulations. Did anybody else have graduations this weekend? We would like to know all about it. Let us know. Let us know where you're located and where your graduation is and who graduated. There were a lot of graduations around here over the weekend also. Hi, Christine. Happy Sunday. It is a holiday weekend here in the United States. It is Memorial Day. And of course, I always like to take a moment to honor those that have made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. Thank you to all of our veterans, thinking about those that we have lost. So it is a 3-day weekend here as the United States honors those fallen veterans. I see that Margene her niece is graduating from high school on Friday. Yay! Kathy's here from Central Wisconsin. We had Melody with a granddaughter that graduated last weekend. Where did she graduate? We want to know, Melody. Welcome, welcome. Deb says, Happy Memorial Day, and thank you to all the veterans and their families. Yes, we do definitely want to recognize those veterans and their families for their sacrifice. It is a big sacrifice for sure. The biggest, right? Thank you so much. Mary, my screen is just flying right now. Thank you so much, Mary, for the like and share. Thanks to all of you who have liked and shared. I see there's a little bit of rain running across the country, but for the most part, it has been fantastic. Diane and Chris are here from Yuma, Arizona. I will tell you about the fishing trip. Nancy, I waved at you too, Nancy. Nancy says, did you see me waving at you last weekend? We were on Lake Erie and we did see the Michigan border. We could see it way off in the distance. Our guys actually were fishing right along the Canadian water border, which I didn't really know there was a thing, but I guess there is, because you have to have your fish locators on to know where that border is in the water. And if you go over it, you get in some very big trouble. That's what I learned. But Nancy, I got to take a boat ride and I was waving at you from the US right out there in the water. Lake Erie is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful lake with beautiful scenery. It is also very, very dangerous. The water temperature is super cold, and if you do go in the water, you have 20 minutes before you don't come out. So it is very dangerous. I have a lot of respect for water like that. We used to vacation, well, like we went there all the time, but we went to Yellowstone several times. I went there a couple times as an adult, once fishing, but then when I was a child, we went there a couple different times. And that lake is also super, super scary because it is very cold. And if you get caught in a storm, when a storm comes up, it can be very deadly because if you go in the water, you're done. Yeah, so I have a lot of respect for the cold water. We have Lake Michigan not too far from here, and that also is super cold. Those Great Lakes are so big, it's crazy, but it was very pretty. We had a very busy week around here, and it's only going to get busier. I feel really bad that I'm going to be gone because this is a crazy time for Haley as a teacher. She's got so many after school things that are happening, field trips that are happening, award ceremonies. She did an award ceremony for scholarships a couple different times this last week, I believe, for her work husband that passed away last year. They set up a scholarship foundation, and she is the person who runs it and then goes to the schools and awards these scholarships. And she was very honored to be able to give away quite a bit of money to kids that are pursuing further education, which is always awesome. Cindy says it is so humbling to go to the cemetery and see all the flags placed on the graves of our soldiers. Her dad was a World War II veteran. Yes, I would agree with you. And yeah, we thank him for his service. But yes, it is. It's very humbling and sad. And you have to really appreciate and be grateful for the service people who have given their lives, for sure. Era said they had tons of company today. It's good to be, I think you meant home today, maybe. Yeah, we did not have any company today. I worked most of the day. I made homemade yogurt today. Steve made a breakfast dish, so I didn't have to make anything to eat. I just heated it up when I got up. I was up super late last night because I took a really long nap yesterday. So that always puts me into the wee hours of the morning. Yeah, I was busy all day, got a lot done, got to take a nap. Ooh, it just refreshes me like crazy. So that's good. I was working on photographs today and getting my blog post ready for after we're done here. So when we're done with this fabulous class tonight, all I need to do is put the video link into my blog post and it's going to go live, which is very, very unusual for me. So Bonnie says her girls came for lunch after church and they played games. That sounds like a great thing to do on a nice Sunday, and good to have the girls over, I'm sure. Thank you, Suzanne, for the like and share. Lori for the share. Thank you so much. Please make sure you're hitting that thumbs up and also click on that share button and share my video. That really helps me grow my business. Luba, thank you so much. Good to see you on here too. Hello, Bonnie. Busy week. Dawson graduated from 3-year-old preschool on Friday. So I got to go pick him up. Well, first I went to his award ceremony, me and Val. Val had off school Friday. So Val and I went to Dawson's award ceremony. His mom was able to show up also. So that was nice. And she was there for about an hour. She could take an hour away from work. She had training on Friday, but Val had off school. So we did that. And when we got done, we ate lunch. And then we headed over to the nature preserve, which has an incredible play area for the kids. And as long as I'm talking about that, I'm going to show you just a few pictures. Here is Dawson. Bless his little heart. Isn't he adorable? That is his award certificates envelope. He was so proud. He got certificates for being in music and all kinds of things in his 3-year-old preschool class. So that was really sweet. Then we went to the nature preserve where I like to go for a walk. There is Miss Valerie in the mud kitchen. They have a pretty elaborate mud kitchen. So the kids get to play with mud, mixing mud with water and making all kinds of imaginary concoctions. Here's Dawson at the, we were still at the mud house. Did I call it a mud house? Mud kitchen. And then here's the actual mud kitchen. And doesn't that look like so much fun? We actually walked all around and saw 6 deer, and they came so close to us. So that was really exciting for the kids. And when we got home, I was exhausted. I took a little nap. Steve played with the kids out in the garage. I took a little nap. So that was really fun. And then last week, Thursday, Valerie and her mom decided to have a special girls' afternoon because Valerie has to go to school for 2 more weeks and Dawson gets out early. So she gets her a little bent out of shape about that. So mom decided to take the afternoon off of school, and she invited me along to go out to lunch, which was really fun. We went out to lunch. Here's Valerie enjoying her lunch with us. Do you love the glasses? So that's from her birthday party. They're clear. She doesn't need glasses, but she wants to be a teacher, so she wants to look like one too. So cute. And then we went to use her gift card from her birthday to the Schoolhouse store. And here's Valerie playing with some of the little toys at the schoolhouse store. It is always difficult for her to make up her mind about what she's going to buy when she gets a gift card. It's quite a whole process. So she decided she wanted this little calico critter playhouse thing, and she got the little bakery. That little animal that's on the screen right there, they have several different little animals. That one is one of the kitty cats. Valerie decided on an entire little family of squirrels. They're actually squirrels. I thought they were chipmunks, but I'm looking at the box right now. They're squirrels. So funny story to go with that. The little playhouse thing was more than she had a gift card for. And so I told her that she could use her gift card towards the little playhouse thing, and I would cover the rest. Well, then she says, Granny, I need the little family to go in the little playhouse thing. And I'm like, okay, whatever. It is our special day, right? So I told her, sure, why not? Little family. So she picked out the squirrels, and it was a daddy, a mom, and a little girl and a little boy. And that was fun. And have you guys ever seen these? The calico critters? Yeah. So she got the little chipmunk one family. There's 4 of them on the end there. And I didn't think too much of it. I'm like, fine, let's just get it. I'm good with that. I'll pay for that too. We were at the checkout where it took a long time. And as we're standing there, this box is laying on the counter like this, kind of far away from me. The price tag is right here, kind of far away from me. I'm looking at it upside down and I'm like, is that $14.99? And I thought, that's okay. That's reasonable. And I'm looking at it and I pulled it closer to me. It was not $14.99. Are you ready for this? It was $44.99. $44.99 for a little family of squirrels. I was like, are you kidding me right now? And she's looking at me with those big eyes. Remember those big eyes? Like, how do you say no to that after we've already agreed that I'm going to buy her the family? I just about flipped a lid. I said, oh my gosh, I can't even believe this. Well, I can't say no now. I mean, I could have, but you know. So I told her, I said, you better play with those animals for 9 hours a day, every day. The lady at the checkout started laughing. She's like, oh my gosh, I have never heard anybody say that before, ever. That was pretty funny. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? So the schoolhouse store was a little pricey for me. I know. Wendy says, nope, can't say no now. I know, right? What the heck? Please, Sharon says, that's outrageous from Diana. I know. But she did bring them over on Friday and played with them for quite a while. I said 9 hours a day. What you played with those little animals. I know, Margene. Isn't that crazy? Just crazy. So anyways, I had to share that little story with you. They are super cute, but not $45 worth. That was ridiculous. Throw that over there. Anyways, so I have just a few more pictures to sum up our weekend. We did go on a fishing trip to Lake Erie. I did not fish, but I did get a boat ride. Here are the men with those ginormous walleyes. Oh my good Lord. If you have anybody or you fish or have anybody in your house that fishes, make sure you bring them back to this video and show them this table of fish because those walleyes are ginormous. My husband is in the white shirt, yellow hat there. That's Steve. And right behind him is my brother, Jeff. So you can't really see him very good, but that's my brother, Jeff. And then while those guys were out fishing every single day, we went shopping in the most adorable little town. We went to Put-in Bay. It's an island, and it's like a little touristy island with all kinds of shops and eateries and bistros and bars and grills. And we are enjoying a Bushwhacker ice cream drink right there in that photo. I did pick up a couple of really cute items from a couple of the different boutiques. So that was really fun. Then I wanted to share some pictures with you from my demonstrator event. I held a team event a couple weeks ago. It was Mother's Day weekend, actually. Here's one of the beautiful displays. We had a whole bunch of different displays with all brand new product out of the new catalog. The swag bag, which I think I showed you last week. I made Steve bring it up here. Everybody got a bag full of products and make and takes. And then here is just a small portion of the room, my team members having an absolute blast. And while the make and takes and all the products and displays is fantastic, this is what it's really all about, being part of something bigger. The people that come together during these events is my favorite part, seeing everybody, being able to interact with everybody, the excitement, the joy, the fun. That's what it's all about. And we do have an amazing special going on right now. When you join my team, you have the option to get all of the new In Color ink pads absolutely free with your totally customizable kit. That is a $63 value added on. You get to choose $125 in any product you want. You automatically will get these ink pads if that is your option, all for $99. Now, if you don't get the ink pads, you have a different option, and that option is to add $35 to your $125 shopping spree amount. And again, picking anything you want, and you only pay $99 plus tax. It's free shipping. You get tons of stuff in there. You get to pick all the products up to $125 plus $35. So what is that? 160? Is that right? I think that's right. Math is hard. Anyways, join my team. We have the best time. Again, it is always better to be part of something bigger. And be surrounded by people who get you. So whether you live near or far, almost all of the team events that I hold are online. We are going to be having an in-person event in September for team members. So also a good reason to have a little fun girls trip. You sign up, have your best friend sign up. You can both come together. That would be super fun. We also have a couple more of the launch party make and take packets available. How many of you were in the launch party? Tell us what your favorite part was, because I always love to know. We have the launch party. The launch party is actually over now, but you can get the make and take packet. You will get a PDF file with all of the goodies, all the live video links, all the fun from that launch party, and a packet to make 9 cards that includes designer paper, ribbons, embellishments, pre-cut cardstock. Let me know if you have any questions about that. But again, I have a couple left. Then if you place an order with me, everybody, no matter the amount of the order, you will get a 10 card tutorial using the Bloom Boutique Suite. This is my gift to you, and it is different every month. So all orders in the month of May will receive this tutorial. And even if you don't have that bundle, you might have something similar. You might want to get it, which is always a great idea. Or you can use all the dimensions and the ideas to make cards of your own, but you have all the dimensions and the instructions on how to do the fun folds, all the layouts, the color combinations. It's pretty spectacular. If you place an order with me that reaches $35, you will get that Bloom Boutique tutorial. You'll also be able to join us for the Stamp Happy Party, which is a live class. Dina Barb and I stamp together, all 3 of us together. We take one fun fold and we each make it our own with our own different products, which is always fun to see. Same card, all different stuff. Any orders placed in May over $35 will qualify for that party, and the party will be taking place on June 10th. Now, if you can't make it live because maybe you are busy that night, you will still get the video link and be able to see the full video and all the goodies with that. One more thing, well, maybe 2. I have a 12-card video tutorial that features the Moonlight Flora suite, and we're going to be making a really pretty card with that tonight. I'm super excited to share it with you. That is for orders over $50. Everybody will receive the Bloom Boutique PDF, the Stamp Happy Party live invitation, plus the Moonlit Flora tutorial. Last on my list is the product of the month, the beautiful Berry Botanical Vellum. It's a 12 by 12 pack of gorgeous vellum. And that you get from Stampin' Up! When your order reaches $75, you can add this on to your order for $5. So we got all that. We got all through all that. That was pretty quick, right? Sharon says Stamp Happy Party is always fun and entertaining. It is pretty fun. There's a lot of shenanigans that go in that. It's a much smaller, intimate group. And yeah, we can get a little, we can have a lot of fun in there. Wendy says the tutorials are fantastic. Another thing, all of these tutorials I give to my team members for free. They don't order from me. They order through themselves and get a discount on their orders, but I still give them all the perks. So that's always fun too. Pat says that in the new product launch party, she thought that Sarah's video was a very special gift. Sarah Douglas, the CEO of Stampin' Up!, was a special guest presenter in our new product launch party. I know. And she showed us some of the mix and match ephemera kits and made some cards with that. It was super special to have her in there because we know how busy she is. We felt very honored that she took the time to do that, and everybody got to enjoy that. That also is part of the PDF. So let's see. Suzanne says she loved all the launch party. She was excited to win a consolation prize in bingo. We had bingo Friday night. That was super fun. Stamping and bingo. Yay. Suzanne says her Moonlit Flora suite should be there tomorrow. Excellent. Excellent. And Deb said so much content. Trish said it was fantastic as always. Pat said fantastic. Lori, awesome event. Can't wait until the next gathering. Wendy said Wendy's on my team and she's from Minnesota. So I am hoping she will be able to join us for the September demonstrator event. Deb says, join Kelly's team. It's the best. Joy says the same thing. Laura says, join. It's such a good deal. She loves being a discount shopper. There are so many benefits to joining my team. You don't have to do what I'm doing here. You can just do it for the discount. You can participate in all the things you want to participate in that I offer to my team or not. It's completely up to you. But you do get a lot of perks and benefits, and there's a whole nother world behind what happens right here on Sunday night. So lots and lots of perks and fun. We also have a pre-order going right now for July online exclusives coming to you soon. In July, and those online exclusives you get to pre-order early, so we don't need to worry about things running out because we get first dibs at them. Discount shoppers and demonstrators that are working a business. So yeah, it is. It's the best of all worlds. Okay. Tanya says all of the launch party was fun. Tried to watch bingo while at her son's house. Kind of hard when you're eating dinner and trying to play bingo. Yes, that's a lot of multitasking, Tanya. John report. I saw John out weed whacking his lawn this week. That's about all I got. Steve and him were doing the same thing at the same time. Did not get a chance to talk to John. That's when I had to run someplace. I had something really funny happen with my Explorer. I was getting on the highway and there was somebody tailgating me and I, hit my gas pretty good. I have turbos in my Explorer, which I kind of love. Not gonna lie. And I hit that gas pretty good and my turbos failed. Like that's what it felt like. I'm like, oh no, did I just blow a timing chain or did I just blow a turbo? What happened? Lights started flashing on the screen. I lost power. Not like the vehicle didn't quit, but I didn't have go power. And so I pulled over to the side and turned my flashers on and I'm like, I need to get off this freeway because it's a freeway. And I started inching forward to go to the next exit and then everything started running fine. And I don't know what happened, but fingers crossed because Steve said he took it someplace and engaged the turbos, which is really fun. And he didn't have any problems. So I don't know, little hiccup, maybe. I don't know. Steve got a hook in his finger while he was fishing. A hook went right into his nail right here. And Mike had to rip it out. Oh my gosh, it's all purple. The whole nail's purple. He said it doesn't hurt much. So gross. But that was funny. And he's been working on the pool yesterday and today. He redid all the piping because the pool guy who put in all of our equipment after our garage burned down didn't do it right. And I knew that Steve was going to eventually redo all the piping because, of course, he hates when things aren't done right. So he did that all weekend, and he's got everything looking good. We won't know until we take the cover off tomorrow, which is exciting, and start it up if everything is good. And so let's see. Oh, I took all my old-fashioned stuff with me last weekend for our fishing trip and didn't even open it. So there's that. But I did have that Bushwhacker ice cream drink, which was delightful. But yeah, I talk a big talk, but I'm not really much of a drinker. And it just is what it is, right? That's okay. We had a really good time. Yes, Becky, I missed your question about the pool, but yeah, it's not running yet. And we are expecting 80-degree temperatures starting tomorrow and all week. I see Dolly had 86 today in Kansas. Our weather today was pretty nice. It got up to 78, but I've been watching the temperatures in Alaska, which are not going to be that nice. I see Brooke is on here. Brooke, hello, Brooke. Brooke is one of my team members that lives in Alaska. Got a beautiful home they just built there. It's supposed to be like in the 30s. So that's a little crazy. We will be arriving. Well, actually, now my thing has changed. Skagway says it's going to be in the 30s in the morning, then 48-ish at high of the day. So I'll be dressed in winter clothes again, which is okay because Alaska is gorgeous. If you ever have the chance to go to Alaska, please don't hesitate. You can watch all the movies and see all the pictures in the world, but nothing will ever be as breathtaking as seeing it in real life. It is truly massive and gorgeous. Gorgeous. So yeah, I have to meet up with Andy this week and we have to get our ducks in a row. I'm taking my granddaughter, Andy. She is 19. I am taking her on the trip to Alaska. And this is her graduation gift. And she's super excited about it. And I'm super excited to be taking her on a trip and spending some time with her. I don't care where we would go. But, oh, Dodie says she's going on an Alaskan cruise on July 9th. Well, that's right after my birthday, Dodie. That is perfect. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this trip with her. She is home from Iowa City, where she was in college. Well, still hopefully will be. Right? And we leave next Sunday. So I will not be live next Sunday, but I will, and I'm saying I will. I'm pretty sure I will have time to put together a live, not live, for you guys for next Sunday night. But I will be leaving on the 31st, and then we don't come back till the 8th. So I will not be live on June 7th either. That's like a long time, right? I don't like that. So I'm definitely going to put a live, not live together for you guys. So I just want you to know that. And I will miss you terribly, but I will be sharing pictures on my Facebook page. So if you're not friends with me on Facebook, please make sure you friend me, Kelly Atchison, on Facebook so we can keep up while I'm away. Wendy's asking, how is Miss Molly? I don't talk to Miss Molly much, and it's kind of a delicate situation that I really don't want to get into too much, but there's been a little falling out with Molly and her mom. And so we miss her terribly, and we hope that can be straightened out. Yeah, so sadness, right? Luba says, have fun in Alaska. I always wanted to go. Sold my car, and the girl who bought it drove to Alaska to college. I'm like, your car got to go to Alaska, Luba. That's crazy. I'm telling you, if you ever get the opportunity to go, please don't pass it up. It is so amazing. I took my mom to Alaska. I took Stephen Haley to Alaska. I took my mom's best friend with us. And this will be my third trip there. And it is just really beautiful. I wish it was warmer, but You can't have everything. Thank you. Thank you both, Wendy and Cynthia. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. I have a blog hop coming up on Friday. We are going to be playing with two-tone cardstock. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not subscribed. There's a subscribe button someplace under this video where you're watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel because it'll give you notifications every time I add a video, because these videos where you watch on Sunday night, they aren't the only videos that I have. I have hundreds of videos on my YouTube channel, lots and lots of fabulous stuff. I can't wait. Sarah is on my team, and Sarah is coming to Alaska also. And I am super excited to spend some time with you, Sarah, and meet your sister and brother-in-law. Yeah. Sharon's brother lives in Anchorage. Yeah, it's so pretty. Nancy's been on Alaskan cruise 4 times. Yay, you, Nancy, world traveler. It is fun. It's a lot of fun. I always love a good cruise, and, getting pampered on a ship with beautiful scenery and new ports every day. What's not to love, right? Exactly. Okay. I think it's time for us to start stamping. I have some really pretty cards for you tonight. 2 of them are really pretty. One of them is really fun and pretty. And I'm excited to be sharing them with you. If you saw my posts on Facebook and Instagram, I was working on swaps this weekend too. I had a small swap that I needed to do. And I took a picture of all the different die cuts and layers laying there, because I always find that to be a fascinating thing to look at. It's like, oh, look at all that stuff. What is she going to make? Well, tonight I'm going to share with you exactly what I'm going to make with that. I'm going to flip over to my desktop and switch out my glasses so that I can see to stamp. I don't need to be so close to my computer. I can read my comments from way over here with these glasses, but now when I'm up close, it's all very bizarre. We are going to kick tonight off with a really pretty serene card from the Waterside Retreat Suite. You guys know that I love an Adirondack chair, right? I got it right. Yay me. I also wanted to let you know this is the bundle that goes with this suite. It's called Relaxing Waterside. And we've got 13 different stamps, 13 different dies. Oh my gosh, this is such a great suite of products. I absolutely love it. I was excited to be able to play with it some more. Here is a little template that I made with all the stamps and all the dies, as you can see. Now, last week I released a product spotlight video that spotlights all of the details with everything in this suite. And that link is right below this video in the description. So when you look under the video, it has some wording and then it says see more. When you click on that see more, you're going to find a link to the product spotlight for the Waterside Retreat. When we're done here tonight, go take a look at that video. I give you lots of great tips and walk you through every minute little thing I could think of to do with this suite of products. I'm also going to be bringing in some circles. I needed some circles for this card. So I use the Spotlight on Nature dies, which is just one of those sets of dies that is phenomenal. You get, how many? You get, oh gosh, of course I've got it covered up. You get 12 different circles in here. I'm using the one that looks like a quarter. I would say that because it's got all those little lines on it. So I'm using this one. And I'm using the second from the largest circles in the stylish shape. So I'm just going to put these back in here so I don't lose them. But yeah, I love the intricate designs on the outside of the Spotlight on Nature dies. Now, that reminds me that all of the products that I'm using for all the cards tonight are shown in a product list on my blog. And you are going to find my blog at, right here. That is running across, my blog address is running right across the bottom of the screen. You'll find my blog at that address anytime. But if you want to go exactly to the post for these cards tonight to see the dimensions, those will be included in my blog post, all the ingredients, link back to this video. You can always go find all my stuff on my blog right there. But if you want to see this exact post, the link for that is right under this YouTube video too. So we are going to be using the Hues of Blue flowers for this card. And I've got Misty Moonlight, Gray Granite, and Pecan Pie ink pads, as well as a couple of our blends. I've got the Dark Pecan Pie and the Light Peaceful Pine. This is one of our new in colors. And then I'm going to bring in my piercing mat. For those of you that might be new, this is just a mat. It's a firm foam mat that I sell in my store. I wrap it with printer weight paper, tape it down with Scotch tape, and this is my stamping surface. Some of our bigger photopolymer stamps, and this one is a really good example. This Adirondack chair. Did you see how I said that right again? I know. And you're like, oh, Kelly, don't break your arm patting yourself on the back for that one, right? This chair is really big, and when you use this pad underneath where you stamp, that is going to give you a very perfect image. I don't know what it is about the clear photopolymer stamps, but they do require just a touch of give under the surface. So first of all, we have a basic white medium envelope. My card base is Misty Moonlight, that is 4 1/4 by 11. And again, all of these dimensions are listed with photos on my blog. As soon as we get done here tonight, I put this video in there and it'll be up and running for you, which usually isn't the case. Usually you have to wait a couple hours so I can, but I already took all my pictures. I'm way ahead of the game, you guys. Basic white 4 by 5 1/4. And also I'm using this particular pattern of the Waterside Retreat Designer Series paper. And I am just going to grab that for you. The other side of this particular pattern has all these little panels on it. It's a 12 by 12 sheet. You get 2 of each sheet in this pack. And like I always say, you guys, this is one of those packs of paper. Anytime I'm in love with Designer Series paper, just order 2 packs right out of the gate, or order one and go, oh my gosh, I love this paper so much. Then order another one, because I always feel like I have to conserve if I only have 1 pack of paper. And I don't want to feel that way. If I can do it, if it's feasible for you, order 2 packs. And what you'll find is that you order or you use way more of that paper if you don't feel like you're going to run out of it. It's like this dumb little game we play in our head. But that's how I feel about it. Just order 2 packs. You'll love it. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. I'm going to use the bicycle print from this paper, and this piece is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I've got a white layer that's 2 3/4 by 4 and Pecan Pie and Gray Granite scraps. So let's do some stamping right away. We're going to stamp on that piece. What is this for? I think that was this. We don't need white. That was a mistake. Forget that piece. We've got these 2. This one, by the way, I think I might have said this wrong. This is 4 by 5 1/2. Okay. The stripes are 4 by 5 1/2. The bicycles are 4 by 5 1/4. And you can see the difference there. Oh, I'm glad I caught that, because I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp up the inside. Don't let me forget, you guys, I have a bunch of samples using this suite that I will share with you when we're done with this card. Don't let me forget to show those to you. And I have mail. So we'll do that at the end of our regularly scheduled program. Right. Okay. Pecan Pie. I'm going to bring in my stamps. I have these mounted and ready to rock here. I am going to make this as, it could be a retirement card. It could be a card you give to somebody who's going away. Maybe they're moving. Maybe they got a new job. You decide, or you can use any sentiment that you want in this beautiful, serene, lovely, lovely card. You can even use this as a get well card if you change or add a get well. You can just write get well, right? Or add a get well sentiment. So I am using Misty Moonlight on my seagull and pecan pie for my sentiment that says, here's to a new chapter. Isn't that nice? I like that. Then I'm going to grab my gray granite and, oh, we're going to die cut that. Where did that die go? I think it's, did you guys see where I put those dies? Here they are. We are going to use our banner dies. I'm going to take this one that's a little thicker. We're going to die cut that on our gray granite. Okay, so we're going to get that right away. And here comes our banner. And then we can stamp on there. I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight again with the word relax. Oh, that just turned out really nice. So we've got that done. This is done. That's done. I'm going to set that right over there. And as long as we're stamping, let's bring our envelope in here to get a little decoration going there. You guys know I don't like naked envelopes. I'm going to stamp this lake grass, I call it. It's a really pretty image. I'm stamping off once. See how cool that is? And I'm going to stamp it right over here on my envelope. So now it's nice and pale. I didn't want it to kind of take over the whole thing. And then I'm going to take the Today is Your Day in Misty Moonlight, and I'm just going to stamp that right on my envelope. So this is going to be my envelope decoration, which I thought was kind of a pretty cool idea, right? All right, we are done with our inks. Like, really? That's it? Yep. Watch what we do with the rest of this. Okay. We are going to die cut that circle from the Spotlight on Nature. And I have that done right here. So there comes our circle. And then we are going to grab the other circle from the Stylish Shapes. It's the second from the largest. And we're going to die cut one of these bicycles from the beautiful bicycle patterned paper. So this one doesn't fit all the way. You could certainly still do it, but most of these do fit in here. So I just cut out one of the bicycles and I die cut this circle from the paper. The other thing we're going to do is take a scrap of white. And let me get all my little pieces out here. Did I lose any dies? Yep, I did. There's that goofy little, those chair handle or armrests. And see, anything extra, I just throw right in here. I'll use it next time. So there are two different cattail dies in here. And when you die cut them on your paper, one is going to go that way, one's going to go that way. I die cut two of these that are leaning to the right. And here's our little cattails. This is where our blends are going to come in. I'm going to take my light Peaceful Pine. I really like this new green color. Usually it takes me a while to warm up to the new in colors, but I've been using these new ones this time quite a bit already. I'm one of those people that when colors change in fashion, like clothing shopping, it takes me a long time before I warm up to them. I do not know why. It's very annoying for me because I can't find anything when I go shopping. It's like, I don't know if I like that color, la, la, la. Remember when this color, slightly more yellow, was super popular? I didn't jump on board with that till it was almost over. Well, which was good because then I was getting clearance items, right? That color wasn't all that trendy anymore, but I was finding all the stuff that was still in the stores. So, little bonus. Okay, got that done. And then here comes the dark pecan pie. And I'm just going to color my cattails, and I love how these look when you're done because it just looks like they started out this color. Like, I don't know, like they're almost printed die cuts because they're so cool looking. I'll hold that up just a second. There we go. Let's move them over out of the mess. Look at how cool those are, right? They just look so real. Okay, we're ready to put our card together. We're also using the gray granite, which is missing out of here. The gray granite Baker's Twine Essential Pack. Let me grab another one here. I've got a lot of these. Here's the gray granite. 5 different colors in this Baker's Twine Essential Pack. I think this is out of stock right now, but it is coming back in. You get white, crumb cake, black, vanilla, and gray granite. So I'm going to be using the gray granite one. Get my fabulous glue out here. By the way, I did find my glue bottle. I don't know if I was telling you or my Stamp Happy Live class that I had last week that I lost my whole glue bottle with my upholstery pin on it. I couldn't find it any place. I looked under my desk. I even crawled under my desk to see if it like went behind something. La la la. Nope, it was over there on the other side of my desk, which I don't even know what it was doing there. I never put anything over there except stacking things. Not essential tools. Okay. Here's the front, and we're going to take our Designer Series paper. This is a fairly, just pains me to cover this up, except that I have 2 packs of this paper. So really pretty, though. You would cut this panel out. You could use it with this suite or anything. It'd be a great man card. We're going to put this right onto our card base. And I like to kind of push it right up against the top there. Whoops, I didn't get that very straight. Let me see if I can move it. Yep, I got it moved. I want it centered. There's 2 margins running down each side here. And it looks pretty good as far as being even with the bottom. Otherwise, I would trim that. Now I'm going to take my circle here and add that right in the middle here. Now, Wendy says, after coloring the cattails, I would use the white gel pen to make little fluff marks on the tails. Oh, Wendy, how would you do that? Like, tell me more about that. I can make fluff marks. Like, where would you do the fluff marks? I've got a gel pen. Let me know. I want to know. I did not do that, but I will definitely give it a try. Okay, and then we're going to bring in our relax and add some dimensionals. Oh, look, brand new. I used up 2 half sheets of dimensionals. The edges, all the edges, that was very satisfying the other day. Now, I told you this card was really simple, but I love it because it's very soft and serene. And again, this could be used for just about anything. All occasion card. It could be used for a get well card. Here we go. Oh, look at that's the Baker's Twine. I left it on here. That's why it wasn't in my little pack over here. Goodness gracious. All right, so I am going to make a nice little bow here. And I am just going to double this up. By the way, I should have some more of these as soon as my friend can get them picked up, exchanged. We will have more of these bow jigs or bow makers available. So I just want you to know that. Okay, so I did a double bow here. I took 2 lengths of the gray granite. And we're going to grab our mini glue dots. Okay. What did Wendy say? Wendy, great for scrapbook layout with fish. Yes, definitely. This paper is so pretty. So pretty. Let me know about the cattails. Explain it to me. I need to know about the white gel pen. I'm going to take a mini glue dot and put it right in where that banner tucks in, like does that. I don't know what to call that. And I'm just going to put that knot right there. And then there, isn't that so cute? So, so cute. I forgot about these, but don't worry. We're going to tuck the cattails in. So I'm going to put a little glue on the back of the base. I'm not going to put any glue on the actual cattails up above, but I'm going to bring my cattails right down in here. There's a little glue on the base, and I'm just adding them kind of like a little accent, almost like an embellishment. I might have to cut this off a little bit. Maybe not. Hang on. Nope, that's going to be perfect. So look at how those little cattails just kind of stick up like that. You want to be careful so you don't like rip them off when you're putting it in the envelope. Inside is a little different. I thought I'd try something a little different. We're going to take this layer, and this is our inside layer where I would sign my name and write somebody's name on there, and a little tiny note. This is for not a long note, but a tiny note. We're going to put that right on this layer. And I, again, did not feel guilty about this at all because I have 2 packs of the paper. And look how cool that looks. Let's put it on here straight. That's better. It looks cooler now that it's straight. This is the inside of my card. You guys have tons and tons of Designer Series paper. This is a great way to utilize it and make your card a little bit extra special. Isn't that fun? On the inside, we've got the bicycle on the front and then the bicycle paper on the inside. Yeah. Okay. Hues of blue. I thought this is going to be a feminine card. I don't know if this is a man bicycle. I'm thinking no. Like my husband probably wouldn't ride that. It's a vintage, old-fashioned bicycle that would be out for him. So this is definitely a woman's card for me. I'm going to take some of these blue flowers that I thought matched my stripes, and I'm going to embellish them on my card. And that adds the extra feminine touch without being gushy pink, right? Like girly, girly, girly. Here is just a really soft, simple card. And I really wanted to focus on the bicycle because I have seen lots of cards using this suite, but I didn't see many with the bicycle. So that was my little like, Kelly, let's make a bicycle card. So I challenged myself to that. And I really love the way this turned out. And again, somebody's leaving their job for a new job, somebody's moving or retiring, or a teacher that's getting off school for the summer, right? You could give them a card, relax. Here's to a new chapter, because every school year starts a new chapter, that's for sure. So yeah, there's my cute, cute card. Very pretty, serene. Okay, let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Wendy, did you tell me about the cattails yet? I know, I keep like badgering you. Oh, here's my basket. I'm gonna put that in there. Get all this stuff, kind of some type of semblance. And remember, new product spotlight with this particular suite is the link that is under this video. So make sure you check that out when we're done here. Here comes the cards that I shared on my product spotlight, a lot of them. This was mystery stamping that I did with my team at our team meeting. Isn't that cool? These little trinkets right now are out of stock. They're going to be back in, I think, the week of June 1st. There's some stuff coming back June 1st and the week of June 8th. So the trinkets aren't available right now, but everything else in this suite is available. And isn't this just soft and serene? A nice fun fold, beautiful birthday card. Oh, and matching envelope with the Adirondack. I almost said it wrong. Adirondack chairs, right? Then this is a swap card. This is a fun fold. Look at how this opens. This was made by Sarah Simon. She is on my team. She was a presenter at our demonstrator event earlier this month. Here's another card designed by Sarah. I love it. I love using designer paper where you see both sides of it like that. Isn't that pretty? Very, very, let me get that up there. Very, very pretty. Love that. Here is, let me see, this, I think this is Anita's card. Anita Roberts, another team member. Look at how pretty this is. And then this is a tower card that stands up like that. I've got her name taped in there so I don't forget that this is her card. The little coffee cup, the book over the edge of the Adirondack chair. I love this. The ribbon. This is that Peaceful Pine cardstock. Look at how pretty that is. I love this. This is gorgeous. Yay. And here comes, let's see, whose card is this? Oh, I don't have a name on this one. Comes another one. They use the Scenic Coast designer paper in here. These little elements are from Scenic Coast. We've got the chair. Have a Great Birthday is from the Relaxing Waterside. I like this one too. I love that. That little starfish. Oh, and that's it. That's what I have. I thought there was another one here, but those are the cards that I have so far. I also have made a card or two with this that are part of my private tutorials that you get when you place an order. And I think one of those two groups is the Scenic Coast, which is this. And then the other one, or we have a waterside retreat coming up in those private tutorials. But yeah, I've been making cards with this. Love, love, love this suite of products. Okay, let me move this stuff aside so we can get to the next exciting card. I'm going to check my comments here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is Anita on here? I didn't see Anita's name on here. But yes, Wendy, it was really a pretty card. And just so you know, when the ads come up, Cheryl, the video resumes right where the ad cut in. So while the ads are annoying, when you watch those ads, I get paid a tiny amount of money for my free videos. So I really do appreciate it. But you don't miss anything. That is my understanding. Wendy, did you answer me about those cattails? I did tell you. Oh, with the scrapbook comment. Okay, hang on. I'm going back. I'm going back to scrapbook comment. Scrapbook. Dang it. I can't. There's so many messages. Scrapbook. Okay. Great for a scrapbook layout with fish. Here we go. After coloring the cattails, I would use the white gel pen to make little fluff marks on the tails. Oh, what does a fluff mark look like? That's what I don't understand. What does a fluff mark look like? Is a fluff mark like? I don't know. I don't know what that means. You're going to have to fill me in. Okay. Here we go. Oh, another beautiful, beautiful paper. Like we have, this catalog was definitely holy cannoli as far as I'm concerned. All of the beautiful things. We're going to be using the Fern and Flora. We've got 12 different stamp images in here, 14 different dies that go with this. And this, I'm not a big fan of ferns. I mentioned that last week, I think, in my Stamp Happy Academy. I'm not a big fan of ferns. But when I saw this paper, I just ordered the paper at first. When I saw the paper, I ordered the rest of the suite. Like, it's like, okay, gotta have it because I can see the potential in the amazing cards that go with this one. Dots. Okay. You just add dots. Okay, I'm going to add some dots. Let's do that. I'm brave. I am brave. Let's grab this. Wendy says to add some dots. Some little fluff. Like that? Is that what you're talking about? Little dots? I hope you can see that. Here, watch those. I have this little light. Is that what you mean when you say add dots? Let me know, Wendy. I do kind of like that look. Okay, you let me know on that. I'm going to keep going here. We've got some blends here and some Wink of Stella. We've got the fabulous Dewdrop embellishments, which are super pretty, and they're very shiny. They sparkle. The Fern and Flora 3D embossing folder, which is very, very impressive. Hope you guys can see that. Let me see if I can. There we go. Get the light in there just right. This is beautiful. My stamps are out. Here comes my little cheat sheet with my dimensions on it. Oh, and I have a whole bunch of cards to share with you with this one too, you guys. So let me forget to do that. Sometimes I get done with the card and then I forget I have other cards to share. I've got quite a few of those. Okay. We are going to turn this around the right way. We are going to be using this particular pattern of the Moonlit Flora Designer Series paper. So let me bring all these little things in here. I have my envelope. Peaceful Pine. Really like this green. That's what I used on the cattail foliage on the last card. I really like this green. 4 1/4 by 11. And I already have that scored at 5 1/2. Okay, who is asking little teardrops off the cattail? But I wouldn't be able to use it on this card because my cattails are die cut, would I? But I would if I were to stamp cattails. You're going to have to show me, Wendy. You're going to have to show me that one. Craft by Jay says, that's cute, but do you know when it's back in stock? Oh, can you tell me what you're referring to? When what is back in stock? 4 by 5 1/4 white. And then we've got a piece of the Peaceful Pine that is 3 by 4 1/4. The Designer Series paper is 2 3/4 by 4. 2 3/4 by 4. Olive scrap, white scrap. Adhesive sheet piece. Good grief. We're going to use that when we die cut something. I've got gold foil scrap and then a 3/4 by 4 inch piece for the inside of the Designer Series paper. And this one is got the soft seam foam on the back. And I am checking my messages here. Okay, comments, I should say. Let's get all these pieces up here. Let's get these. I think what I'm going to do first is find my ink pads. We're going to be using Peaceful Pine and Memento Black. So I'm going to take my envelope and I'm going to stamp that first with the Peaceful Pine. With this big fern image. I'm just going to stamp that kind of partially off my envelope. And I just thought that would look really pretty as my envelope decoration. Have I shown you guys these ink pads yet? I don't know if I did because I was sick for so long. I don't know if I actually got to that. So one of our these are our new In Color ink pads. This is a new magnetic style. Here's the deal. They're only in our new In Colors. Next year, we're going to roll them out in our other colors, but they're just our new In Colors for now. These are magnetic. They snap together really nice. They stack together. They're just, I really like this. But you've got all these labels on the back. And here's what I do with my labels, you guys. I take my Take Your Pick tool and you can get these labels to come off. And I make sure that these stay sticking here and I pull that right off and throw it in the garbage. Now I've got my Hydrangea Hue. This is the label that I'm going to put on the front. I'm going to put it on the bottom of the front. We already have Hydrangea Hue on the top. I want to know which bottom goes with which ink pad. So I'm going to put that right here. Okay. And then I'm going to grab another one of these Hydrangea Hue. And now I'm going to take it and put it on the side with the ink pad. Because when I have a couple ink pads open, sometimes it's hard to tell what color it is, right? Because, you know, if I didn't have this here, you can definitely see this is blue and that's green, but sometimes it's tricky. So I want, there we go. I want my Peaceful Pine on the end. I can see the top, and then I want it on the inside. Same with the hydrangea. So that's how I do my ink pads. Now, these are in different languages, but you could definitely take one of these other languages and you could put it on the other bottom end so that you would know this is the Hydrangea Hue color, right? That this is, you wouldn't have to turn it around while you're looking at it. So that's how I do mine. Hope that's helpful. Hello, Virginia. Oh, and Christine says this is her favorite designer series paper. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Craft by Jay. The trinkets will be back the week of June 1st. Thank you for confirming that. I appreciate it. All right, so we're going to take our basic, we need 2 basic white layers, okay? 2 basic white layers. One of them is going to get embossed in the embossing folder right here. So we're going to take our white. We're going to put it in our folder. Come on, Kelly. There we go. Put it in our folder, emboss the white, and then this is what we end up with. This is so pretty. So pretty. The other one we're going to stamp on for the inside. Let me move this out of the way. And we can take this and put it right on the front of our card. Now, this card is a tall card, but I'm going to use it this way. Something a little different. I like doing that from time to time. Hey, what's that? A little glue dot. Here we go. Now, this is a 3D embossing folder, which means you need to use your gray plate when you're running it through your machine. Then I always want to put the glue all the way around the outside edge so I don't see any buckling, because it does make a deeper impression in your cardstock. I want to make sure these edges are laying down nicely like they should. And that glue around the edges will ensure that. Now we're going to grab these 2 pieces. And again, this was 3 by 4 1/4. Designer paper is 2 3/4 by 4. And just so you guys know, do you see how little glue I'm using? When I use my glue, I don't hold it up and squeeze it out. That's way too much glue. I scribble like this is a pen, and you get just a little bit of glue. It dries faster that way. It conserves the glue. And if you put too much glue on the back of designer series paper, you're going to get worm lines. Like you can see the glue running behind the paper. If that's ever happened to you, that's why. Okay. This is going to go right over here with just a small margin of white showing on that edge. I'm using more glue on here because I need this to stick to an uneven surface with that embossing. And we're going to center it from top to bottom, add it way over here to the edge. Then we've got some more die cutting to do and stamping. Let's keep that right there. Oh, we're going to stamp this too. Let's do our stamping first. This one and this one. I'll set those aside. We're going to stamp the flower image. This is a really pretty little flower image. It took me a while when I was seeing cards that didn't use the paper. I'm like, where's that flower coming from? It's just so elegant and pretty. I really like it. So there's our little flower. And then we are going to stamp our inside layer. This is going to be a thank you card, but of course you can use it for anything. It says, thankful for you. Or not. It doesn't say that. Let's try stamping the entire image. There we go. Now it says thankful for you. And then I'm going to take the moth, which you can call it a butterfly if you want. Moths are kind of icky, so I would like to call it a butterfly. Moths eat holes in your clothes. I do not like them. All right, and then this is going to go here. We have a little bit of coloring to do. So let's bring in, let's bring in our Golden Glow here. This is super easy, very small area that we're coloring. I'm going to use the darker one to just go around the outside of my butterfly so I can feel better about my critter inside my cart. Oh, and then we're going to also do the flowers out here. So I use the darker one to do all these little buds and the outside of these bigger flowers where it kind of looks. I just kind of add just a little bit. Oh, shoot, that went a little far. Don't like get all weird with your hand when you're doing these little areas, because I just kind of got outside of my lines. Oh, and there's one more little bud right there. Okay, then we're going to come in with the light Golden Glow. And I left the very tiny center of these flowers. There's like a little white image. I shouldn't say white. There's a little image for the center of the flowers. I left that white, and I think it really was a good idea. It made a difference. I don't know if you can even see it because that's pretty close. But the inside of the flower, I like that white. One of those weird little things that I do. Like, does it really matter? I think it does. But sometimes you hear a lot from people going, why does your flower or butterfly look better than mine? That's why I like to share all those little tips. It doesn't necessarily mean mine is better, but there are those little things that people do that add that little extra to make them a little extra special. And it might not catch your eye, but you can definitely see the difference between her card and her card. You know what I mean? Those little tips for coloring that you pick up that I wouldn't even have thought of it. And this is the Peaceful Pine. That was the dark. This is the light. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. I ate what did you guys have for supper? I always like to know. I had a grilled ham and cheese sandwich, half of one, on sourdough bread that I made myself with some chili cheese, corn chips. And then I kind of yelled at Steve because he ate the last of the carrot cake, which was like, come on. And I texted him to get Oreos, double stuffed Oreos when he went to the grocery store, and he never did. So I'm like, and he goes, yeah, well, you're not having any carrot cake. And I go, did you get Oreos? He's like, no, I didn't see it till I left. I'm like, you do that all the time. What is your deal? He said, now you ate all the carrot cake and I have nothing. So that was a whole thing in our kitchen. We were really kidding around, but I was serious. But, I didn't get really mad, but it's like, come on. I always like a little bit of dessert, you guys. So I don't know what you had. Breakfast for dinner, sourdough toast. Oh, that sounds great, Pam. That you made yourself. Oh, I haven't gotten into sourdough. I've made a lot of bread, but not sourdough. I keep thinking about it. I made homemade yogurt. I started it yesterday and finished it up today. I make Greek yogurt, and oh my gosh, it is so delicious. And it's so good that you could have it for dessert instead of Oreos, which is probably a better option. But, sugar. Love me some sugar. Look how pretty that is, you guys. So pretty. Okay, so what are we going to do here? We're going to die cut. Back to that. Die cut. Here comes, oh, that's our stamps. Here comes. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to do that. But I have one here, so that'll have to work. We have this ladle die.
And then here is the flower die. There are so many pretty dies in here. And you guys know, somebody told me what the name of this fern is, but I told them I wouldn't remember. But it was kind of cool. Aspirio something. This is my favorite one. In case you were wondering. I'm sure you weren't. But I just thought I'd share that. Okay. So we are going to die cut our flowers. That'll die cut perfectly. Oh, look what fell out here. So look at how pretty that is. I love it. Okay, let me put that back in there. Then we are going to take, I thought I did this, but I can't find it, and die cut a label out of this Golden Glow Designer Series paper. And we are going to stamp it with "You Make the World a Better Place." So because I forgot to die cut that, I made a bunch of swaps, remember, and I happen to have this, which is the same thing. So I die cut that with the label out of the Designer Series paper. I made a couple extras for my swap card that I needed. Okay, so once we get these die cut, they are going to look like that, super pretty. And then we're going to take this gold foil and we're going to die cut it with this image right here. And there that is. Oh, so pretty, right? Ooh, I'm starting to get very warm. Shouldn't be warm. And now we're going to add dimensionals. It's getting very hot in here. Here we go. 1, 2, right there. Put this on here. Oh, we forgot to do this part. We need one more die. Old Olive. This is a piece of adhesive sheet. Gosh, I don't know why I can't remember that word. And, oh, has it got a split in it? No, I didn't cut it where there's a split in it. So I have to get it started, which sometimes can be a little tricky. So hang with me here for a second. Yeah, it's just getting really warm in here. There we go. Okay, so peel the backing off. I'm going to stick this right on my Old Olive. Now, I didn't do the whole thing because I don't need the whole thing to be sticky. I'm going to take this fern and I'm going to put it right here, and this much of it will be sticky, and I'm going to die cut that. And when I do that, it's going to look like that, which looks kind of silly, right? But do not fret. I could have done it to this too, but I didn't think about it and had it die cut already. This has a little bit bigger areas to add some glue, so I don't worry about it too much. But the fern is, pretty delicate. I'm going to bring this in here, and I'm going to put it kind of right off to the side over here. Excuse me. And then I'm going to come in with this and take your pick tool and do this. I could get a hold of it. And now we've got all of this. That's a sticker, which is very cool. I'm going to add that. Make sure that this doesn't go above your card edge. See, now this isn't stuck down, which kind of gives it some extra interest there, but this part is, which is what I was looking for. Here comes our, oh, I took that off already. Our pretty little flower, which I'm going to put right down in here. We're going to grab that Wink of Stella. And add that to our pretty little flowers. I know this is really hard to see in the camera, but it really adds that extra pretty to your flowers. I hope that that's kind of shimmering. Then I'm going to do the same thing, because why not, to my butterfly, because I feel better about that. There we go. So pretty. Hope you can see that. We only have a couple more things to go here. We're going to put this on. And I'm going to bring this. I'm going to put it in the middle. And I'm going to have it drop off the side just a little bit. And I just like that whole grouping there. Then we'll get our dewdrops out. You have clear, blue, and green. And I thought the green would really pop on the white. Oops. A little green. We got a big one, a little one. And then I'm just going to pop one more right up in here. Almost. We're almost there, guys. I've got this Golden Glow ribbon out, and I really love the Golden Glow color. At our team event, one of our demonstrators, Mary Stroman, oh my goodness, she made a bunch of cards with this suite, and I'm going to show you. I think I have a couple, but she used the Golden Glow a lot, and it grew on me really quick. Like I said, usually a little slow with the new in colors, or any new colors really, but the Golden Glow, love it. And I'm just going to put a little knot of ribbon right there. I think that is the perfect little cherry on top, so to speak. So here's our beautiful card. I hope that shines in the light like it should. And then the inside, thankful for you. You make the world a better place. Love this. Love it, love it, love it.
Okay, now I got to see what you guys are eating. Take a drink. My upper lip is starting to glisten a little. Ooh, Cynthia said, thunder and lightning, electric's flickering. Okay, sorry, Cynthia. It's hard to cover the DSP. I know what you're saying, Cheryl. I agree with you. It is very elegant, isn't it? Thank you so much, Kathy. Could use Golden Glow shimmer pen. Oh, yeah, you sure could. You sure could. I didn't even think of that, Nancy. Air fryer salmon and vegetable medley. Nice. That sounds like a great dinner. Facebook won't post my comment unless I buy stars. Is this new? No, Trudy, that is not true. Facebook has been glitching lately, so I'm assuming that what is happening to you is a glitch, and it should correct itself. How long has that been going on? That is not how something's not working right. Chinese buffet for Lenny. Oh, I'm jealous. I love Chinese food. Chicken pot pie. Gina, I love that too. Shoulder replacement surgery. Oh, and a friend dropped you dinner. That's so sweet. I hope your shoulder heals up. We're all going to send you some prayers for some quick healing so you can get back to stamping soon. Becky's sitting in bed with her husband eating sliced tomatoes. That's cute. I love it. It's a fiddle fern. Thank you guys very much. Fiddle fern. Well, it wasn't anything spirally. See, I told you I wouldn't remember. Fiddle fern. Fiddle. I should write a note and put it on the stamp set and dies so I don't forget that again. Okay, who's ready to see some really pretty cards? Hang on, let me get this cleaned up just a little bit so things don't look like such a disaster here. Here we go. Off you go. All right, here comes cards. Yep. Look at this. Use that big fern on the embossed layer just to cut a die cut and take it out of there. This is from Mary Stroman. She is on my team, very talented stamper. She did a demonstration with a different type of layout using the DSP. It wasn't this card, but it was beautiful. She did a great job. Then we've got this beauty. I think this is from Priscilla. This was part of our team swap. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. So pretty. Did I open this one up? Love it, love it, love it. Then,
we've got Barbara Savoring, which I forgot. Barbara, here, I'm going to show this off now, Barbara. Barbara made these glue holders, and it says 2026 Spring Stampcation on it. Look at that. Stands up. Glue goes right in here, just like that. And mine has been kind of mauled, but it does really stand up. And when I showed these before, I couldn't remember who gave this to me. And I always feel just horrible about that. But thank you, Barbara. I love, love, love this. Look at how cute that is. Okay, so I had to bring that in. This is Barbara's card. And look, at totally different. But I love these bright, summery colors. She offset that label. Love this. I like that you make the world a better place. I have a lot of people in my life that qualify for that. Then we've got this beauty. This is from our team swap. We have a team swap every month. So if you join my team, you'll be able to participate in it. And Priscilla runs it. Priscilla made this card. She runs the swap and she picks a different theme every month. And this was from my team member, D. Espada. I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure. Yep, this is from D. Esplana. So check this baby out. She's got those panel strips, if you can see the 3D of that. Oh, so pretty. So many of the different little elements. And then ready? Oh my goodness, how pretty is that? But wait, there's more. What? Look at that. D always, her cards are always like, holy cow. Yeah, she puts a lot of time and effort into it. And if you join my team, you can swap with D because D is like in the swap every month. So pretty. Okay, next up, Kathy Miller. I love this layout. It is very simple, but the paper is really the star of this card. Love, love, love the overlapping here. This is from my team member, Kathy Miller. Beautiful card. And I love the berry burst. That's like such a good pop of color. Here's another berry burst. This is from Mary Stroman, another team member. She used the banners die cut out of the designer series paper. And how beautiful is that? So gorgeous. Here comes another swap card that I got. And look at this one. This uses the designer paper zigzag back and forth for a little pocket, which is very cool. Love that. And again, great way to be using that designer series paper. Get those stacks of paper out and start making cards that use bigger layers so that you don't have to be one of those poor souls who says, oh my gosh, I have so much designer paper I can't possibly buy anymore. Yes. If you use it, you can, right? You got to justify and use it. I'm telling you, you will be much happier. And your happiness is my main concern. Here comes another one. I don't know who made this, but this was a swap also. And how simple, but very beautiful and elegant. And the paper is just so pretty. So there are a ton of ideas here. And all of the goodies for this one will be on my blog as soon as we're done tonight. All right, guys, are you ready for the next card? Oh, I got to see if I had. Oh, I've got lots more comments. Hang on. I didn't do prizes tonight. Oh, thank you for reminding me of that. I don't know where they went. Oh boy. What did I do with them? I did have prizes. I have names and prizes. Here they are. Okay, you guys, we'll do prizes at the end. So I'm glad you reminded me. Completely forgot. They were sitting right next to me. I should have known. But I didn't. Okay. Next card. We're running a little late today because I yapped too much, but I'm still going to go ahead with this next card because I'm going to be gone next weekend. So I'm thinking that we're going to get the most out of tonight. You guys good with that? Is everybody good? I hope you're good. Let's get this one over here. Keep these cards close so I can bring them back in. My crown's falling off. Okay, so there is a punch bundle called Exciting Times that comes with a rounded rectangle punch. And we're not going to be using the stamp set tonight, but we are going to use the rectangle punch. And you guys know I love a punch. Punches are quick and easy. We're going to be using the fabulous Balloon Festoon bundle. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. I made a card with this last week. If you guys missed that, here it is. And this is beautiful. But the little surprise is right in here. This is a little pop-up surprise on the inside. This was from a demonstration at my demonstrator event a couple weeks ago that my upline did for us using this little mechanism that gives you a little pop-up. So if you missed that, it is my video from May 10th. So you can check that out there. But this uses the same bundle of product here. Cute little balloon card. And I'm using the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. Love this one. Oops, I got a stamp sticking. We got a stamp hitchhiking here. Get this over. I've got some rhinestones here. We have fresh freesia ink with black ink. Let me get my light back out of the way here. I don't know why this corner over here is always dark, and I've got a light shining right here. I don't know why that is. We're going to use this die. And didn't I use that on another card that I just made? Yeah, I used this on the Waterside Retreat card. We're going to use this again. And here comes all our layers. So, first of all, let's bring these in here. So, as I explained last week, or 2 weeks ago, 12 different stamps, 11 different dies. These dies are so cool. Let me get all these out of here. We got a lot of strings, but look at how big these balloon dies are. There's so many things. I saw that Sarah Douglas did a whole huge birthday card with these giant balloons on that was an accordion card. You can make banners with them. Barb, Dina, and I, our online class for June is going to feature the Balloon Festoon bundle. So we are going to have 6 different ideas in this online class. They're going to feature this stamp set. So sometimes when you look at, or the bundle, sometimes when you look at a bundle, you're like, I just don't know if I could do a lot with that. That's where our online classes come in, because we are going to give you a minimum of 6 ideas that you'll get pre-cut cardstock for. The kit includes designer paper, ribbons, embellishments, and pre-cut cardstock for 6 cards with video tutorials for each, measurements, so you can make as many as you want with the supplies left over or supplies at home. If you join the Stamp Happy Academy, all of our online classes are included in there. So kits are usually around $49. That includes all that stuff I said. You can get an I Want It All kit that includes the bundle and full packs of the paper and other things. You can get the kit with just the cardstock and some of the paper and things for $49, or the PDF for $20. Or you can join the Stamp Happy Academy. Your membership is $20 a month, where we throw tons and tons of ideas in there with video tutorials. This online class will be in the Stamp Happy Academy. Okay, so first things first, I have to show you the Beach Boardwalk Designer Series paper, because this is the paper I used for my card today. Look at how cute this is. Even if you didn't have any of the rest of the elements of this suite of products, you could do so many things with this carnival paper. But look at the pretty. We're going to be using this sheet right here, and it's variegated. Look at how pretty that is. It's purple, pink, peachy. Love, love, love it. Now we've got, this looks like Santa Monica Boulevard, right? We've got some more palm tree paper. Fun, pretty, soft. Look at the water. Oh, I love this. Love this. So pretty. Love this. This is like the paper we're using only in pool party. And then we've got all these tickets. And that is on the back of the pool party paper. So again, this is called Beach Boardwalk Designer Series paper. And we're going to be using it, this particular pattern right here. So this is all one sheet. It's all variegated. So I've got my envelope with a 2.5 by 6 inch piece of the designer paper for that. Then I've got a basic gray card base that is 4.25 by 11. Sharon says this was a fun suite. It really, really was. I love this suite. And 2 pieces of basic white, 4 by 5.25. And then I've got a scrap of fresh freesia. I thought fresh freesia matched this pretty darn good. And then a scrap of basic white. So we're going to do our label and our inside stamping first. Let me bring in one of these and our scrap. I'm going to do my black. This is going to be a birthday card. And I think I'm going to use this balloon set for graduation cards too, because I need to make Porter a graduation card. Hip, hip, hooray is what I've got going on there. And then my inside layer. And again, this is all from the Balloon Festoon stamp set. Oh, look at that. How did that did I just do that? Oh, I think I did. Hang on. Let's turn that over and start again. Black. It's usually the red ink that makes a mess for me. Happy birthday. Love the font in here. And then I'm going to do the fresh freesia. I'm done with this. With the, what do you call this? The confetti. What is this called? Party decorations. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to just move this over slightly so it doesn't look so even. And then I'm going to do it again over here. And do the same thing. There we go. We just have some streamers happening. Who just said that? Need to use my DSP up. You guessed it. I am a hoarder of pretty paper. Yep, Gigi, I totally got it. Most of us are. Don't feel like you're alone. Okay, then we've got this solid balloon, and I'm going to use Barb's little tip. Barb taught us this. That you take some tape on the solid rubber images, and you get any lint, fuzz, bits off of there before you stamp it. And you're going to get a much nicer image. And you won't have those little bits, right? Those little bits make me crazy. Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh, and I do need the black. Oh, no, we're not using black. We're going to use fresh freesia on our little balloon stem. Look how cute that is, you guys. This is a really, really good set. Okay, let me get this out of the way. I am going to use my rounded rectangle punch, and we are going to punch this out. And look how simple that is. Oh, love a punch. We're going to open this back up because I can't look ahead. Come on, Kelly. And then we're going to stamp polka dots on here. And look at how fun that makes it. All these crazy little polka dots. I love that. Oh, I need one more. One more right over here. There we go. That just balances it out for me. Okay, I'm going to wash this because that's not going to fit in there and I don't want to get ink all over everything. Okay. We're going to take this, our scrap of fresh freesia, and we're going to die cut this chunky banner from that. And that's going to give us this. And I'm going to throw that over there so I don't lose it. We're going to take, this is our envelope. Let's get that done right away. And I'm kind of jumping all over the place, aren't I? I'm sorry about that, but squirrel. That's why Nancy sends me the squirrel cards. That's why Valerie bought the squirrel animals, the little tiny animals for $45. Oh my God. I still can't believe I'm still like, oh. You can bet that this granny is going to be checking the prices on the crazy little things from now on. It never dawned on me, like how much could a little family of 4 squirrels be? Like, seriously. Well, apparently, Kelly, it can be quite a bit. And that would have been oh heck no. That would have been like, nope, I will run you right to Walmart right now and we will buy you a little family for your little house. But that is not going to be it. And then Haley said something about the squirrels made out of the finest real squirrel hide in Wisconsin. That must be why they're so expensive. It was pretty funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just cut that banner in half. And I'm going to add... if Sarah's watching me, she's shaking her head at me shaking the glue. I feel you, Sarah, looking at me and going, yep, there's the glue shake. Little inside joke. Okay. That is not what I wanted to do. Hang on. I'm going to wipe that right on my pants. That's what we do. We are resourceful like that, right? Oh my God, that's so crooked. I think I need to go eat. I'm starting to get goofy. That can only be good, right? Okay, so I'm just trying to get this on here straight, and I'm not having very much success. So when you can't figure that out, go in from the back, people. That looks pretty good. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. We're going to load that up on some dimensionals. And isn't that just a cool look with that banner on there? I like that look a lot. All right, put that messy stuff out of my way. We have to run this through our embossing folder, right? And then just like magic, there it is. Next step, there was a reason why I had these papers out there. I'm like, why do I have all these in here? Because we need to die cut some balloons, people. We're going to make our balloons out of this pretty paper. And this idea came to me as I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. And I'm like, oh, that would be really pretty. So we're going to do this, the 3 from the smallest up balloons. So I'm going to do a big balloon right here in the purple. I'm going to do a regular, or the next size up in the pinky color. And then the smaller one in the peachy color. So we're going to die cut all of those. And at the same time, here comes our balloons. Look at how cute those are. Just looks like kind of like the bokeh background. Love it. And then these are the strings for the balloons, and you can see that I have a million of them here because we couldn't find these at our demonstrator event, and so we had to die cut extras. I think Amy and Kathy and Michelle did that. So I have a whole bunch of these strings, so I'm not going to die cut anymore until I use these up. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get through them. I like some balloons. I'm big on the balloons. Okay, put these back in here. Let me get all of this out of my way. And I think we are going to be able to put our card together now. So, fairly easy card. Once you get all the things die cut. And again, I'm putting that glue all around the outside because this is a 3D embossing folder. And I don't want it buckling at the edges and looking all weird. I don't know why that really bothers me. Like, glue it down. Get it glued.
Oh, and Christine says she has
This set, but she hasn't used it yet. Well, now you're going to have 2 great ideas.
And if you are part of the Stamp Happy Academy, you're going to have 6 more ideas coming up.
And then we always like to put extra ideas of other cards that we've made in with the PDF file for our online classes. So then you'll get even more ideas, just pictures of them. We don't actually do like tutorials of those, but we add them. Okay, I'm going to take the big balloon. And if anybody would like information about the Stamp Happy Academy website, please feel free to head over there after we're done here. And you can go to www.stamphappyacademy.ning.com, and you will find the website. Just do a Google search for it. And the first thing that pops up is the screen that tells you how to subscribe. And you get access to the last, I think there's 5 years on there. 5 years of content of online classes, like tons and tons and tons of cards. It's just crazy. Okay, I'm going to put this on here next. I've got my one balloon, this little balloon. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. I'm going to hold it up. Look how pretty those are. And then this little guy is going to go down here. I spent a fair amount of time going, where should I put all these? Then I decided that one can go down there by itself. We have to do these. So the best way I found to put on these little strings is to just add a dot. That's a little much. Not a great big giant dot, but a regular sized dot. They're going to kiss and share. Okay. Little dot. And then you just attach this right above where you would blow up the balloon. Here comes another one. I already put the glue on there. And then we've got one more here. Turn this over so I'm putting the glue on the wrong side. There you go, Sarah. There's that shake. There we go. Now, I'm going to trim these off. And I'm just cutting them at an angle. I don't know that it really matters, but, you know, it's the little things that matter to me. The weird, strange. Yeah, she's got a lot of hang-ups. If anybody's new tonight, man, I do have a lot of hang-ups. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm going to come right in. I don't think just a little bit further down. There we go. Right down here. How's that look? Oh, looks spectacular. And rhinestones are what are going to set this right off with just the perfect amount of bling, you guys. A little pop of some diamonds. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. And of course, you can make these balloons in this card any color, depending on who it's going to. You could personalize it with a number 1, 2, 3 for a kid's birthday. You could do it for an adult's birthday. Girls, boys. Love, love, love. Here's our matching envelope. That is always such a beautiful presentation, right? Okay, balloon festoon. Oh, I was going to show you guys these too. These little accent deals in here, these are little balloon accents, and I die cut some of them. These are for the, you know, quite a bit bigger balloons. Let me see, do I have them? This is a large, this is a medium one. These are like the little accents that would go on a balloon right there. I wasn't sure if I wanted them on this card, but I guess they do look kind of cute, don't they? Look at those. And then they're kind of like the accents, like you can see right here, the stamp leaves out a little bit of that solid to put that accent right there. That's what these things are. And they come in 3 different sizes. So I just wanted you to know what those are, what you're supposed to do with them. And of course, you can do anything you want because it's going to be your bundle, your card. But this is how I did mine. I'm going to keep these because, you know, they're die cut and I can use them again. All right, you guys, there we go. Tonight's class. Which one is your favorite? Which one is your favorite? I always like to know that. Wendy, you're going to have to explain to me about the gel pen. I need to know. And I know Wendy will. Wendy is on my team. She runs a special group. It's a Sending Hugs card group where when one of our team members is in need of a Get Well card, a sympathy card, a Thinking of You card, Wendy is the one who gets the message and sends it out to all the members of that group. And then we try to flood that person with well wishes to let them know that we're thinking of them. And oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many people have come back and said, you can't even imagine what those cards did for me in my darkest hour, or how much better I felt getting my mail every day when I was sick or recovering from surgery or whatever. So Wendy runs that group for me. And Wendy, I need to know about the cattails.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera back. I am going to change my glasses back now so I can get closer. All of them were amazing. Oh. Thank you, Pat. Thank you so much. Pat says, great class. Have a great trip to Alaska. The fern is Diana's favorite. Susan Ray Hendricks, she likes the ferns too. The first and second one for Louise. The bike one. Nice. You could do accents with the gel pen. You could do accents on balloons with the gel pen. That is a great idea, Laura. Love it. Thank you for a great idea for me to use more of my Boardwalk DSP. Lori, you are very welcome. I like that paper. It's really fun and pretty and summery and soft. And Chris from Australia, happy to see you here. Okay. I was just thinking about you running to Walmart. Yeah. Right? Garland, that's streamers. Yep. Okay, thanks you guys. On the inside of this card, I couldn't remember what these are called, but yeah, streamers, garland, good idea. Okay, I have prizes to give away and I have Happy Mail. Where's my prizes? I just had them right here. Here they are. Okay, so, oh my gosh, you guys, like where did my little list go? Hang on, I've got to, here it is. Whew. All right, so is Christine Laird from Victoria, Australia watching tonight. Christine, are you on here tonight? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments because you are the winner for commenting on my last live video. And since you are from Australia, I am also going to send you my Fern and Flora video tutorial PDF with 12 different ideas in it. I'm going to bring that up right now. Moonlit Flora, you're going to get this video tutorial that has a video for each of the 12 cards. Each card has its own video, instructions, dimensions. This is a global tutorial that I do with some other demonstrators from around the world. We each contribute one project to come up with a beautiful array of different projects. You can get this when you place a minimum $50 order in my online store. Christine Laird of Victoria, Australia, you are going to get that as a gift from me for your comment from my last live. So congratulations. Next up, I have Bonnie Braden from Bargersville, Indiana. Bonnie, I'm pretty sure that you are on here tonight. Let me get back to my comments. And I have a set of embellishments and a little pocket purse. So this is a Stampin' Up! Pocket purse, little coin purse, little goodies in it. And the Sparkle Dot Essentials for sharing my video last time I was on live. Both of these are going to be headed your way in the mail, Bonnie. Thank you so much. I do have your address. Now, Christine, if you could send me your email address so I could email you your PDF file gift. My email address is Kelly, Kelly, at astampabove.com. And I'm going to leave that there for just a couple seconds. Also, for placing an order with me between the last time I did a live and this time, I have a pack of the Neutrals Designer Series paper. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. 6x6. This is going out to Linda Bosley of Lakeland, Florida. Linda, congratulations. Excited to be sending these out to everybody. Thank you guys for reminding me that I didn't do prizes. I don't even know how I got away with missing that, right? I have no idea. Okay. Last but not least, mail. I have mail. So I forgot to show this gift that I got. This was from Sue Gebhardt. She's one of my team members. Oh, and I got to show you. Look at this. Look at this beautiful card. What? Oh my gosh, right? So pretty. This is that velvet. It's got that velvet paper. Oh, so pretty. So Sue gave me a little gift bag. Yeah. These, she told me something about these candies too, and I can't read it. Hang on. Kelly with the glasses. These are from Italy. Yes, I knew something about the candies. Look at these candies. I have orange. Now I can eat them. I had to wait until I could show them to you guys. And lemon from Italy. Ah! So I'm not going to put those back in there. I'm going to reuse this bag because while I may seem, oh, look how pretty that is. While I may seem that I'm very frivolous by, the $45 little animals for the grandchild, I am pretty frugal. And this is a beautiful bag. Okay. Got that. Next mail. Sue, thank you so much for the candy and the beautiful card. I will thoroughly enjoy all of them. Oh, let me get my glasses changed. It's like musical glasses tonight. Oops, crown falling. At least I'm not glistening anymore. This is from Rhonda Chase. Look at how pretty her watercoloring is. Nice job, Rhonda. This is such a pretty card. Rhonda says, I love the prize I won. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the card I made for you. I love your card, Rhonda. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Nancy Hunt. Okay, so this is a really cool card. And this was a thank you card. Look at Nancy's card. How fun is that? This is Designer Series paper in the background. I love it. Nancy was also a winner. She says, wow, I was a winner last Sunday night and I received my Happy Mail on Friday. Yay! That came in really, really fast. So thank you so much for the pretty card, Nancy. I so appreciate it. I got to put these over here so I can put them up on my display. Whoops. Hang on just a second. Can I call you right back? I'm still live. Bye. That was Haley. She called me the other day in the middle of a Stamp Happy live class too. And I'm like, I'm live. I'll call you right back. Okay, bye. Okay, you got to see this adorable card. This is from my upline, Ann Hebner. Look at how cute that is with the cutest crew, which, by the way, I think is back in again. It's been super popular. And good, I get to use this now too. Parker Johns, I got a gift card to our barbecue place in town, which is so nice. And it was a thank you for inviting her to my event. What a great day and a great group of gals. So much fun to see demos and great make and takes. So yeah, nice, very nice. I love the card. Look at how cute that is. So cute. Okay, and we only have a couple more here. This one is from Sandy Jarrett. Sandy sent me, thanks so much for the Prize Patrol gift of the dots. She says, here are some envelopes already stamped for you. Got the stamp at my post office. Okay, look at that. Look at her pretty card. Isn't that pretty? And she sent me some envelopes with stamps on them and non-machinable. How sweet. How thoughtful is that? Sandy, thank you so much. That is just so nice. I will definitely use those. Next, we have Kathy Anderson. Kathy's on my team, and she made this beautiful card. And she sent it saying thank you for, I shipped all the goodies to her from our demo event because she was unable to make it at the last minute. So I shipped off her bag, her swag bag. And then I can't remember if I showed these to you guys last weekend. Brenda Harrington made these. Look at how cute they are. Brenda brought these, I think, as a swap or just a gift to give away. Hang on. I could get this open. Here we go. Okay, so belly band. Maybe. Oh, I'm a liar. Magnet. Oh my gosh, Brenda, this is so fancy. And then this is a little Post-it note holder. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Oh, so cute. And I have 2 different ones here. So cute. Brenda, thank you so much. So cute. And then I can't remember if I showed you this little box, but this is pretty nifty. Another good thing to use your designer paper for. Look at this. Candy kisses inside. Whoops. And they're all like stacked up in here. Like they fit perfectly in a row. So cool. Love this little box. Maybe I'll figure out how to make this, and I'll keep this on my desk. And then Ghirardelli holders. Look at how cute that is. Little Ghirardellis in there. Super cute. And here is another little Post-it notes. And I go through a lot of these Post-it notes. So I'm always grateful to have these. Look, I have Post-it notes everywhere. Post-it notes, Post-it notes. Here's some more. I have the big kind. Yeah, it's kind of a mess here right now. All the things. So that is all I have for tonight. And if you ordered a make and take packet from the new product launch party, those will be going out this week. We're super, super excited to get those out in the mail to you. And if you did not order a make and take packet for the new product launch party, what are you waiting for? I have a couple left. Just wanted to let you know that. I will not be live next weekend in case somebody came in late and missed that. I will be on my way to Alaska. I will be in Seattle on the ground when it would be time for me to be live. So I will be making a live, not live, to come to you next Sunday night, because I will also not be back on the 7th, which is June 7th is the next Sunday. I can't miss 2 Sundays in a row, even though I did while I was sick. That was horrible, wasn't it? It was worse missing you guys for, I think, 3 Sundays in a row than it was even being sick. I'm not going to lie. I have great restraint, Judy says, and willpower not to eat the candy. Don't you worry, Judy. There's other candy in here. Don't kid yourself. I just have to wait to open that candy. It's not, I'm not as great as all that sounds. Okay. All right, you guys. If I missed anything, please feel free to email me. That's the best way to get in touch with me. I don't always get to my emails immediately, but I will get to them. Sometimes messages get lost in here. Oh, and Deb says, don't get sick on your trip. I was going to bring that up, Deb. I went out to Lake Erie and came back and not sick. So I must have done something right. I was washing my hands a lot. I was very like, oh my God, please don't let me get sick. But I didn't. So I will do my best in Alaska not to get sick. And yeah. So if you need anything, please get in touch with me. Please hit that thumbs up, share my video, click on that like button, whether you're watching live or on the replay, all of it matters. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet. I have a blog hop coming out Friday. We're going to be doing a technique with two-tone cardstock, which is super fun. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my blog, www.astampabove.com. You don't want to miss anything. I will be sharing photos on Facebook. Come in and friend me on Facebook if you haven't. Pearl says, wash your hands frequently. Yeah, every time you go into the buffet dining room, the guy's standing there going, washy, 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 washy. That's one of those cruise things, washy, washy. Maybe take probiotics. I have some of those in the fridge. How long do those last, Luann? Send me a private message. I've had them for a while. I don't know anything about them, but I do take them from time to time. I'm not very good about it. I'm just going to put it right out there. Drink bottled water and no ice. Why do you say that, Yvonne? We're on a American ship in American waters, in American city. So you let me know about that, because I don't drink any weird water when I go out of the country. But in the US, I've not, and I don't drink water, so let's be real. Water sucks the joy right out of my life. I don't like water. I do drink a lot. I have my strawberry lemonade. I care for that. I care for it. I like that. So, but not water. It's not my deal. But thank you, because I appreciate leaving out of Seattle to Alaska in September. Good for you, Diana. Yay. Watching the replay. We are traveling home from South Carolina where our grandson graduated. This is not the replay. This is the live, Deb. It's the live. But maybe she hasn't gotten to this point yet. Safe travels. Drive safe. Drink old fashions. They don't make old fashions on a ship. You can't leave Wisconsin and get old fashions, Diana. That's not a thing. It's no. Right. Pearl says ice in Alaska is fine. Yep. I'm with you. But thank you, because I appreciate those. Yeah, we don't order old fashions outside Wisconsin. It's a thing. We're kind of snobby that way. Ice is not filtered water. Well, I do eat a lot of ice, so I'm kind of a hog about the ice too. Like, I need not just a couple ice cubes, but a whole thing of ice. So maybe that's why I'm getting sick. What do you think? I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. As soon as I get done here, I'm going to pop this video into my blog and hit the publish button. So you'll be able to find all the goodies. There's a complete ingredient list on there with all the tools that I used, all the colors, all the tools, all the names at the bottom of my blog post. Pearl says they make old fashions at the bars in Alaska, but do they make them like Wisconsin, Pearl? That is the question of the day. With bitters and I can't remember, the sugar water and mulling of the orange and the cherry in the bottom, all those things. Seattle has great ones, Pearl says. Okay, well, I think I will try one. And you ask me when I get back, and I will let you know if they were any good, because Wisconsin old fashions are a little different. They're not just pure booze. There's a little Sprite or 7-Up in there, bitters, all the fun things. Oh, Diana says she has hers with Southern Comfort. Diana, that is my drink, Southern Comfort Old Fashioned Sweet with olives. I have to be a little high maintenance. Oh, once was iron was okay. I quit crunching. I think something got typed wrong there, Vicki. I'm going to let you guys go. Yes, with bitters. Yes. Okay. All right. Pearl, I'm all over it. I will order an old fashioned in Seattle. You ask me when I get back, and I will let you know if it was any good. Have a great week, you guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. And take a moment to remember those who have sacrificed for our Memorial Day weekend. Really important. Good night, everybody.